Greetings from Buchanan, Michigan, where I can guarantee you we have a smaller student population than from wherever you're watching this from tonight. But here at One Cry, we want to have one cry, and that is for God to break in His glorious presence, to change our lives first and to change the campus. But we need to do that from the right heart. And a couple areas come to mind right away. The first, that we want to come to God with a humble heart. 2 Chronicles 7:14 begins, "If my people who are called by my name," that's us, "will humble themselves and pray." So we want to humble ourselves. And so tonight, let's reject the pride that so easily creeps into our hearts, whether it's pride over grades or achievements or whatever it might be. Let's reject that tonight. I believe God is also calling us to have a holy heart. So let's come to Him with a humble heart and a holy heart. In 2 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 1, Paul says to purify ourselves from everything that contaminates body and spirit, perfecting holiness out of reverence for God. And so are we letting anything into our hearts, our souls that contaminates us, anything that into our bodies that would be a contamination? In other words, it's something that shouldn't be there, that God doesn't want there, and it's causing death rather than life. Rather than the life that Jesus promised, streams of living water, somehow we're allowing things in that are really a contamination. And so tonight, let's turn away from whatever those things are. It could be the world system that we're in the middle of on campus, or it could be certain internet sites or certain TV shows, sitcoms, movies, whatever. But we know that this is not pleasing to God, and so let's turn from that tonight and come to Him with a holy heart as well. So as we come to Him with that humble heart and that holy heart, we want to believe God for the outpouring of the Holy Spirit on our campuses. And this reminds me of C.S. Lewis's book, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, that was made even more popular through the movie in 2005. But the main characters leave this world and they go into the world of Narnia, where they find it to be in perpetual winter, where the White Witch has everyone in bondages. And it's not until Aslan, the Christ figure, is on the move, as the book explains, that Narnia is thought out. And then the forces of good, the representatives of Aslan, of Christ, can move boldly forward. And life bursts forth in Narnia. And also, they're able to go into battle and win the battle. It's so similar on our campuses. So many of our campuses are in a state of perpetual winter. And we need God to come, Christ to pour out the Holy Spirit so it's thought out, so that life bursts forth. Instead of seeing simply a few people here and there come to Christ, that masses of people on our campuses are awakened and come to Christ in a brief amount of time. And so I believe it's with that humble heart, that holy heart, that we can come and believe God to pour out His Spirit on our campuses. In my opinion, time is short. I pray and believe that it will be so on your campus.